What to do next? The next thing to do is to copy the generated document and put it in the place that would be accessible by all team members. We need to make sure that all key stakeholders can easily access project charter and other project-related documentation. But we don't have such place so far. We need to create a knowledge base. A knowledge base is a centralized repository of information, data, documents, and resources that are organized and categorized to provide easy access to relevant knowledge. It serves as a valuable reference tool for individual and organization to store, manage, and share information, facilitating efficient problem-solving, decision-making, and learning. You need to select a tool that you will use for collaboration inside the team and for knowledge management. There are a lot of different tools on the market that you can use for knowledge management. Each of them has their own pros and cons. Let me share with you a list of some popular tools and you'll decide which one to choose. Confluence, a collaboration platform by Atlassian that allows teams to create, share, and collaborate on documents, frequently asked questions, and other knowledge resources. Microsoft SharePoint. SharePoint is a powerful platform that enables teams to create portals, team sites, and document libraries. It's commonly used for document management, collaboration, and creating knowledge repositories within organizations. Google Workspace, formerly known as G Suite. Google Drive, along with Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides, can be used to create and share knowledge bases collaboratively. Google Sites can also be utilized to build simple knowledge base websites. Zendesk, a knowledge base software that helps business create self-service portals, frequently asked questions, and user guides for customer support. Freshdesk, a customer support software that includes a knowledge base feature to create and manage self-service resources. HelpJuice, a knowledge base software that focuses on creating user-friendly and searchable knowledge bases for businesses. And lots more. You can find a list of tools on the slide. Feel free to find additional information about the one you like, compare offers, and select the one that you like the most. In case you would have any questions, please let me know in comments below the video and I will be happy to answer. In scope of this course, I am going to use Confluence by Atlassian. Confluence Cloud by Atlassian offers several advantages for teams and organizations looking to collaborate, create, and manage documentation and knowledge. Here are some of the key advantages of Confluence Cloud. Easy collaboration. Confluence Cloud provides a collaborative platform where team members can work together in real time on documents, articles, and knowledge bases. Multiple users can edit and contribute simultaneously, promoting efficient teamwork. Flexible documentation. The platform allows you to create a wide range of documentation from simple notes and articles to complex technical documents and project plans. It supports text, images, tables, charts, and more. Integration with other Atlassian tools. Confluence Cloud seamlessly integrates with other Atlassian tools like Jira, Trello, and Bitbucket, enhancing the overall project management and development workflow. For example, I often use built-in Jira charts on the pages where I need to provide real-time information. It can be reports or dashboards. This is an amazing feature. Structured content. You can organize your content using spaces, pages, and templates. This structured approach makes it easier to find, manage, and update information. Powerful search. Confluence Cloud offers a robust search functionality that helps users quickly find the information they need across all the documents and spaces. Version control. Confluence Cloud keeps track of changes made to documents and allows you to compare different versions. This is useful for tracking edits and maintaining an audit trail. I can see when changes were done and by whom. And in case previous version was overridden, I can easily restore it if needed. Access control. You can control who has access to your content and determine whether they can view, edit, or comment on it. This helps maintain data security and privacy. User-friendly interface. The platform is designed with a user-friendly interface that makes it easier for both technical and non-technical users to create and manage content. Mobile accessibility. Confluence Cloud is accessible via mobile devices through dedicated apps, allowing users to access and collaborate on content even when they are on the go. Customization. You can customize your Confluence Cloud instance by creating custom templates, macros, and add-ons to match your organization's unique needs. User management. Administrators can manage user permissions, groups, and settings efficiently, ensuring a secure and well-organized workspace. Cloud-based. As a cloud-based solution, Confluence Cloud eliminates the need for on-premises infrastructure setup and maintenance, providing flexibility and scalability. Regular updates. Atlassian regularly updates Confluence Cloud with new features and improvements, ensuring that users have access to the latest tools and enhancements. These advantages make Confluence Cloud a popular choice for teams and organizations seeking an efficient and collaborative platform to create and manage documentation, knowledge bases, and internal resources. Setting up a knowledge base structure is indeed a crucial step in early stages of a project. A well-organized knowledge base serves as a repository of valuable information that team members can refer to throughout the project lifecycle. The setup of a knowledge base structure ideally occurs during the project planning and initiation phases. Remember that the structure of the knowledge base should align with the project's needs and objectives. It should be intuitive and easy to navigate, ensuring that team members can quickly find the information they require. By setting up a knowledge base early in the project, you establish a strong foundation for effective communication, collaboration, and knowledge sharing among team members. Let's ask for advice from ChatGPT to suggest us a structure for knowledge base. Please, suggest a hierarchical structure for knowledge base that will be aligned with the best project management practices and include relevant sections for project governance, communication management, scope management, schedule management, stakeholder management, budget management, risk management, team management, change management. My project is about software development of online shop, and we need also to consider space and pages in the structure not only to support project management knowledge base, but also engineering knowledge base, including architecture, software development, backend and frontend, business analysis, information security, quality assurance and quality control, DevOps, UI UX, IT support. And ChatGPT will generate for us some basic structure with name of pages that are recommended to create. Of course, this is not the full list. For example, we definitely need to describe ways of working, stakeholders, engagement strategy, RACI matrix, and lots more. We will learn and review these documents along the course as we will go over. But so far, you can use the recommended structure to set up the baseline. And again, I want to highlight that you can use ChatGPT as your brain calculator, but you need to validate all its ideas. I will not create the whole knowledge base structure during the video because it would take some time and I don't want to waste your time. I will put recording on pause and I will create the recommended structure with my additions and will get back to the recording. If you don't have Atlassian account and Confluence Space yet, don't worry. I am going to show you how to create your Confluence Space. In the attachments to the video, I am going to leave a link to the official site of Atlassian to the Try page. Atlassian is a company that developed and supports Confluence. When you will navigate this page, find Confluence and click Try Cloud. After that, you will be asked to create an account. If you have Google account, you can just log in using Google account. If you don't want to use Google account, you can follow registration flow. I have a Google account, that's why I will use it to proceed. And after that, you will just need to confirm the domain name and click Agree and Start Now. In general, the process of Confluence Space creation is clear and you just need to follow hints displayed on the screen. And after that, you will be redirected to the new space. In case you want to create a new space for any other purposes, just click on Spaces in the navigation pane and click Create a Space. I created high-level knowledge-based structure as it was recommended by ChatGPT. During the course, we will gradually fill it out with description of processes, scope details, charters, reports, etc. When I have knowledge-based structure, I have a place where to put the project charter that we generated together with the ChatGPT. I would leave formatting up to you, but for visualization I prefer to put the content in table just like this. Here you can see project charter generated for us by ChatGPT based on our description. I also added some details from my side, like specific names, information about budgets, dates, and some other details. Pay attention to this table on the top. This is one of the best practices of document management. Basically, you specify who is owner of this page, in case anyone would like to know to whom we should address all questions regarding this page. You can also see who were reviewers. Usually, reviewers are key stakeholders who contribute to the development of the final document and who has high level of interest and power on the project. Approvers, team members who were responsible to give final approval of the document. Document status. It can be different. Most likely, I will create a separate lesson dedicated to the document management, and we will talk about this in details. There can be different statuses like draft, under review, pending approval, effective, and others. We will talk about this in a separate lesson. You can see that I used different macros here. For example, I can expand and collapse the content here, labels, etc. What are macros? In Confluence, macros are predefined elements that allow you to add various types of dynamic content, functionality, or visual elements to your pages. Macros help to enhance the structure and interactivity of your content, making it more engaging and informative. They are a way to extend the capabilities of your Confluence pages without requiring complex coding or technical expertise. I click Edit Page to show you how you can add macros. Here you can see plus sign. You can find macros by name if you know the name of the macro, or you can click View More and explore all available macros that are present here in the list. They are grouped by categories, so if you plan to work with Confluence, I recommend you to explore what macros are here. In my specific case, I used expand macros. You just set title for the expand macro and put the content that you want to expand and collapse inside. Everything is easy and intuitive. I also used checkboxes on the page. You can make checkboxes easily by adding square brackets and pressing enter. Like this, you will add a checkbox on the page. Also, it is a rule of thumb to tag people if you use their names on the page. In such way, tagged people will receive notification and will be aware that you tagged them. I don't have all these people in my Confluence yet, that's why I tagged only myself. You can tag person easily by using @ and after that specifying his or her name. I use status label to highlight the status of the document here. You can find this macro by name. You need to enter text and select the color for the label. Here you can see date macro. Actually, it is super easy to insert it. Just type / and you will be suggested to add date macro. And after that, you just need to select date from the date picker. So let's get back to our project charter. In the project team section, you can see that I added names to the stakeholders with their roles. All names are fake and has no relation with live or dead characters. This is just a legal disclaimer. I recommend to include context of these key roles into project charter, but you're welcome to put more or less team members into this section. Let me also focus on other things that we didn't discuss yet. Namely, I want to talk about budget section. Financing source. I believe it is clear and obvious. Budget cap. Here I recommend you to specify what is the limit of budget for the whole project and for the month. Taking into account we have monthly invoicing cycle in this imaginary case, having monthly cap is useful for budget tracking and monitoring. in case overtimes are needed and you are over cap for the specific months, you need to get additional approval. In a separate lesson, we are going to talk about contracts, invoicing cycles, and such documents like MSA, SOW, and other legal documents where you can capture this requirement. Probably you have a question: how we can specify the budget if we didn't complete the detailed planning, detailed estimation of scope? Adding budget and budget cap information to a project charter when detailed planning hasn't been completed requires a balance between providing some initial financial context and acknowledging the need for more accurate planning. And from another side, it is super important to outline and set budget constraints. All projects exist in some constraints, and one of constraints are financial constraints. Of course, there can be preliminary planning, and there can be pre-sales phase that goes before the project is started, and on pre-sales phase some analysis may be already completed. And I believe you remember that earlier in the lesson I showed you an example that before starting a big project, you can have short project for discovery purposes only, in order to clarify all the details you need to know to start project with duration of 1 year. Is it clear? Billing model. You can also see here that I specified billing model for this project and wrote that it will be time and material. We are going to have a separate lesson about billing models where we are going to make a deep dive, and I will explain you what differences are between different billing models and when to apply which billing model. But right now I can make a brief overview in order to give you a context of why this is important. A billing model is a framework used to determine how a service or product will be charged for and how costs will be allocated between parties. It outlines the pricing structure and terms that govern financial transactions between a provider and a client. Time and material is a common billing model used in various industries, including professional services and software development. In a time and material billing model, we have time. The service provider charges based on the amount of time spent working on a project. This is typically measured in hours or days. Material. The provider also charges for any materials, resources, or expenses incurred during the project, such as software licenses, equipment, or supplies. Time and material is often used when the scope of work is uncertain or when a project's requirements are likely to change. It offers flexibility to adapt to evolving needs, as clients pay for actual time spent and resources used. The time and material model provides transparency in billing, as clients see a breakdown of time worked and expenses incurred. However, it can also lead to uncertainty in terms of final costs and requires careful monitoring to avoid overruns. Even despite I use Confluence by Atlassian, I will share with you all the templates of documents that we are going to generate during the course, in order you can reuse them for learning purposes and understand the structure of documents better. Formatting may be not the same as in Confluence, but anyway, you have access to the video lesson and to the content. Depending on which knowledge base you would use, you may have different options for formatting. So I believe you are smart enough to understand the formatting, and the source documents that I will share with you will be enough for you. In attachments to the video you can find the reference to the document developed during the lesson. I hope this will help you and will make your learning process more efficient. Basically, that's all what I wanted to share with you in the lesson. Let's recap what we have learned today. We learned a lot for today. Now you know definition of a project, and also you know quality attributes of a project that makes it different from operations. Together we created a new project charter for our imaginary project that we are going to implement during the course. I explained who a project sponsor is. We learned what total cost of ownership is and why it is important. Together we analyzed risks and assumptions that we want to put into the project charter, and discussed key milestones of our imaginary project. In the lesson we learned what a knowledge base is. I did an overview of tools that you can use to set up knowledge base on your project. But I selected Confluence by Atlassian for this lesson, and I explained you advantages of Confluence. I showed you how you can create Atlassian account and create a new Confluence space. We created a knowledge base structure. I explained you what macros are and showed you some of them in real examples. And at the end of the lesson, we reviewed budget section of the project charter, including billing model, and we understood what time and material billing model is. That's all for today. Thanks a lot for your attention. Have a great day and see you in the next lesson.